Well, good day, everybody. This is just sort of like a one-take fill-in video. I have no vlog for today, but I've been at home for the last several days. It's now Monday night when I'm filming this, and tomorrow morning I have to pick up a load. I'm actually hooking onto a trailer just down the street from here, so I bobtailed into Winnipeg, Manitoba. That's where I am now. Parked on the side of a street here, and I'm going to go around the corner, hook on to like one of those rolling trailers that I've had in some of my past videos before. I usually load like trusses and stuff on them. So I won't have my trailer, which is kind of convenient because my trailer is still in the shop getting safetied. It's not ready yet. Oh man, I'm tired. I'm getting to explaining why, but I'm sure you know why. So I brought my truck into the shop on Friday, and I brought my trailer into the shop on Friday. Trailer's getting safety. They're waiting for some parts. It needs some new tires and needs a little bit of other work. I don't know why it wasn't done yet, but it's trucking. It is what it is. It's not ready yet. So I called into work. My truck was ready today, however. I pushed to have it done by today because I need to get these wheels turning and I need to get moving. I need to make some money. So we got the truck ready, but the trailer wasn't ready. So I called in to the office, to the load gods, right? And I was like, hey, I got a truck. I got no trailer. What's up? You got a trailer for me? Like, I'll pull one of your trailers. I don't care. I just need to get moving right now. So I'm going to do this one trip. It's just a short one. Tomorrow I'm going up to Gypsumville, Manitoba, like St. Martin area. It's a little, like 3.5 hours north of here. It's not that far at all. Probably a load of trusses. I hear that it's a legal load, so it's not wide. It's not over height. So I'm just going to hook onto it, tie it down in the morning, drag it up 3.5 hours, unload. Like, that's one of those trailers, you know, you tilt it back and it has the rollers on it. And you tilt it back and then everything like rolls off and you drive out from underneath it at the same time. It's really cool. I really like doing these loads. It's kind of fun. It's something different, right? So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. And then I can bring the trailer back here into Winnipeg, unhook it, and then hopefully by that time my trailer will be ready. We'll go hook onto my trailer, and then we'll get ourselves in position for whatever we have planned for the following day, which will be Wednesday. Whether or not we stay here, or we head out to Kenora, or we head out west, or wherever I need to be for the next morning, that's where we'll go, and we'll shut down there for the night. But for now, I'm just parked here on the side of the road, bobtail, no trailer behind me. I do have my tarps with me, just in case. I won't need them for my load tomorrow. But I'm going to take them with me. Because like I said, once I go get my own trailer after this whole thing tomorrow is done, I'll have them with me, right? Just in case they send me out to Kenora, I need my tarps for that, right? I always have my tarps with me everywhere I go, whether I need them or not. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, 150%, I'm not going to need them tomorrow, but I brought them anyways. You never know. What happens if I wake up in the morning and I got a message saying, hey, wait, whoa! This is trucking. The plans have changed. You're not going to go pick up that load. You're going to go to Kenora and you need to tarp your load. Well, hey, I came prepared. I didn't leave my tarps in my shop back in Steinbach. I brought them with me. And that way I'm always ready for anything and everything, right? It's name of the game. Always be ready for anything. Make a good plan. And then plan for that plan to change a couple of times. I've learned that over the years. Never get too comfortable with the plan. It'll probably change. And if things actually go as planned the first time, that's usually surprising. Wow. Then you want to go buy a lottery ticket or something. That's the way it is. Am I in focus? I'm trying to look at my screen over here. I don't know if I'm... this camera sometimes, especially if I use my hands while I talk, it focuses on my hands over here, right? Or maybe it's not going to do it now. And then all of a sudden my face will be blurry. Sorry. I'm not very professional. This is a vlog channel. It's just... it is what it is. Those of you who've been following me for, what, 14 years? However long I've been making... you guys know. I don't want my vlogs to be a big production. I had a couple of good offers this past year to have professionals edit my vlogs every day. And it's a possibility I could have gone for it. I mean, that would make my life so easy, right? And I've thought about it long and hard before. Like, this would be so cool. And it takes so much off my back. Maybe I'll do it yet, but I don't want to do it like they wanted to do it. They wanted to make my vlogs into like a professional production where I send them all the footage at the end of every day. and then they take it, they add graphics, they add special effects, and they do this and they do that, and it comes out like a professional masterpiece, like a production, like a TV show. Like it would be pretty cool. It would look awesome. Maybe I would gain a whole lot more subscribers that way. Maybe I'll go that way one day. I mean, I got a lot of life ahead of me yet, I hope. And I thought about it, and I'm like, well, I like to have my own touch on the vlogs. I like all of my vlogs to have my own touch. And, you know, I'm no, like, big master editor. I'm no big master YouTuber. You're never going to see me walking around like I'm, you know, king of YouTube. I'm not. I make pretty simple videos. Basic production. My mics aren't always in the perfect position. Sometimes it's hard to hear me. Sometimes there's wind noise. You know, sometimes my camera comes in and out of focus. It's not supposed to do that. And while I'm editing it, it drives me nuts, but I'm not going to go back and refilm everything. So I just leave it. Because that's my touch. I'm not perfect. I'm an imperfect human being. You know? Saved by grace. Nothing I did. Because I want it to be real. I always used to use this tagline on my videos, real reality TV. Like, yes, you get reality TV. No, this is real. This is just me. Normal old Josh. I live in flyover country that nobody has really ever heard of. Normal guy, just drive a truck for a living. I shouldn't say it that way. I'll offend most of my audience. What do you mean, just drive a truck? You get what I mean. I'm not like a big doctor or lawyer. I'm not a big fancy politician. I got lots of thoughts on politics, but I'm just like you. Like, I'm just trying to get by. I'm trying to get through life. I'm not rich. We're not suffering either. We're doing all right. I guess you'd call us middle class. I mean, we're an average family, an average dude. And I kind of like that it's sort of got this sort of averagey feel to my video. You know, it's so that when you watch it, you don't feel like you're watching something that's been professionally put together and, you know, scripted. Because it's not. None of this is scripted. I didn't think anything. Before I turned the camera on just now, I had zero thoughts in my head. I know, every woman's going to be like, that's impossible to have zero thoughts in your head. Ask your husband. It's possible. All right? Ask a man in your life if you don't have a husband. Ask your dad. Ask your brother. Is it possible for a man to have absolutely zero in his mind or on his mind at any given time? They'll say, yeah, absolutely. I had nothing on my mind. I just took out my camera. I was like, you know, I should probably say something. You know, I've been missing a few days here. We've been raising a new child at home. Been very, very busy. And I haven't been releasing videos as often as I want to. I want to do it every day, right? But, you know, it's been sporadic a little bit as we're adjusting to our family growing from 3 to 4. And I'm getting to it yet. Micah's been an extra little bit of work. I'm going to be careful what I say because he's going to watch these videos possibly when he gets older. Or maybe he won't care. I don't know. But if he does, I don't want to insult you, Micah, but geez, man, go to sleep. What are you doing? Sleep. This kid doesn't sleep. But hey, we love him anyway. We love you, Micah. We love you. It's a very tired love. Because we're very tired because we don't sleep. But this too shall pass. This is just a season of life, right? Hopefully by the time you're watching this, you're sleeping more than 45 minutes at a time. That'd be great, you know. I'm exaggerating. He sleeps for about 3 to 4 hours at a time, sometimes. Last night, like I'm super tired right now. This is why I came early to the city, because I need to sleep. I'm going to work a full day tomorrow. I can't run off the same amount of sleep I got last night. Last night I stayed up. You know, it was my turn. I was at home. I was going to watch Micah and take care of him through the night. And, you know, get up with him, feed him, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. So we go to bed around like midnight, right? We put Theo to bed, 10 o'clock, a little late. He has a little bit of a late bedtime. Whatever. I don't care. Judge us. I don't care. We're night owls. So it was about 10 o'clock, right? And we stay up till midnight. And I give Micah his last bottle. And then I put him down. And I'm hoping that he's going to sleep till like 3 or 4, right? I'm like, 3-4 hours of sleep. I'll wake up. I'll feed him. You know, take care of him again. We'll be in bed by 5 again. Then I can sleep till about 7:30, 8 o'clock when Theo gets up. Right? Oh, perfect. That's a good night, right? That's how the night was before. the night before this. So I'm giving Micah a hard time right now. He doesn't do this every night, but he was actually really nice to me the previous night, where he let me sleep for like 4 hours and then 3 hours. But this last night at home, like this very last night, he only fell asleep at 6 a.m. Like, he didn't fall back asleep at 6. No, he fell asleep at 6 a.m. You know what he fell asleep to? When I finally got him, what I finally realized made him sleep? The new Tim Allen show, Shifting Gears. I just caught wind of this show this weekend, right? And I started watching it. I love Tim Allen. He's one of my all-time favorite actors. He's awesome. I always loved him in Home Improvement and all his other shows. I follow him closely, right? He seems like a good guy, and he's a funny guy. I can relate to him and his content a lot. So, or his content, you know what I mean? Speaking as a YouTuber, his films and his shows. I think he's funny. So anyways, I was like at 6 a.m. Finally, like, I had everything quiet, and he just was not falling asleep. The sun's coming up already. I'm like, I guess I'm not sleeping tonight. I've been up the whole night. Frustrated, tired, exhausted. He's screaming. And so I'd get him to be quiet, right? I could get him to be quiet, but he would not sleep. His eyes were just like, poof. Why? It looked like someone just like gave him a Red Bull. Like, what happened? He slept normally throughout the day. Not too much. Not too little, but he's normal. But for some reason, it was like he was running on pure Red Bull all night. He just, eyes wide. Like, I've never seen his eyes so wide. Just look. He wanted to see everything. Suddenly, it's like 2 a.m, and he's like, you know what? I want to explore this house. I want to explore my surroundings. And he's just looking around. Looking around. And then he'd scream. And then I'd console him. And then he wouldn't go to sleep. He'd sit there staring at everything. Oh, we did this over and over and over again from midnight when Brett went to bed all the way till 6 a.m. 6 hours of this. No sleeping. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Not even like laying down like, oh, is he falling asleep? Nothing. Not even close. Like I'm talking about, like Red Bull awake. And finally, at 6 a.m., I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm not sleeping tonight, so I turn on my show. And then I said, well, then I'm going to watch my show. If you're not going to let me sleep, I'm at least going to watch a show. So I turned on Shifting Gears with Tim Allen. Shout out to Tim. I love that show. And what do you know? Within 15 minutes of turning on that show, probably less than that, I think within 15 minutes of turning on that show, I was putting him down fast asleep in his bed. And he was out. Now, I don't know if that's a compliment to Tim Allen or not, that you put my baby to sleep in 15 minutes. I mean, you don't put me to sleep. I mean, I love your shows, but thank you. For some reason, you soothed my son. And he fell asleep with it. So that's what did that. So then I put my head down. This is 6 a.m. I'm like, oh, I can finally sleep. And what do you know? An hour and a half goes by. 7:30 comes around. All of a sudden, I open my eyes and Theo's face. My older son, my 2.5-year-old. This is right in front of me. Dada, wake up! Wake up, Dada! Wake up! So I got an hour and a half of sleep. I was like, no, Theo, I don't want to get up yet. I look over at Micah. He's still fast asleep. I said, you know what? Just crawl in here. We can watch TV together, right? I put on one of his Blippy shows, and he just laid there with me and watched his show, and I was sort of passing in and out of sleep for like another half hour. I can't really fall asleep when he's there. He's a toddler. He's 2.5 years old. And I can't get myself to fall asleep because I know I have to watch him to make sure he doesn't get into trouble, even though he can't get into anything that would really hurt him in that room. But once he's awake, I'm awake, because then I go into dad mode. I'm like, hey, I got to make sure he's safe, and I got to make sure he's not, like eating pencil crayons or something like that. He hasn't done that, in his defense, or crayons. He hasn't done that, but you don't want him to start. So that was my story from my night last night. This is why I haven't been making videos lately, and especially while I haven't been at home, right? There's no time. There's literally no time, because it seems like whenever Micah's awake, he's crying. He's been a lot of extra work. So he wakes up, he cries. You can console him. It's not like he cries uncontrollably. He's not unconsolable. We've had him to the doctor. He has a little bit of reflux, so he has some prescriptions that he's on to help with that. So he's been throwing up a lot, and maybe that's why he's crying a little bit more. Maybe a sore throat from throwing up a little too much, more than he should. But, if he's awake, he demands our full attention. Absolute full attention. You cannot blink, or he gets upset. So I figured I'd pop on here and just be like, yeah, that was my day. Tell you about it. I'm shaking my head, but it's a loving shake of my head. I love him so much. And I love my family so much. It's just this season of life is tough. Not complaining. I'm more so speaking to the other parents that have been here before. It's tough, isn't it? Theo was so easy. He never cried. And he slept through the night. Almost within 12 weeks, he was sleeping 12 hours through the night. He'd wake up and he'd be happy. He'd never cry. Mike is the exact opposite. So we're getting the whole different experience. And learning as we go. But it's all good in the end, right? It's all going to be good. He's giving us a run for our money. And, we're taking the challenge head on. We're getting by. We're getting by. We're tired, but we're getting by. So back to work-related stuff. Figured I'd come to the city here and be ready first thing in the morning. So I have about 10 hours now. I think I'm going to need every minute of that for sleep. I'm running off of an hour and a half. I think I napped for a little bit today. But, I was going to have a nap. But the thing is, my truck was in the shop and I was waiting for a call from the shop. So I couldn't sleep because I didn't want to miss their call. So I think I got another hour in. So 2.5 hours of sleep. I'm going to need a little bit more than that today so that I can go down the highway. I didn't have to come very far for this. Just down the road pretty much from where I was. The funny thing is I don't feel that tired right now. Maybe it's the caffeine I've been drinking today. But I feel like I got a pretty decent night last night. Strange, right? That nap, just that 1 hour nap really did it for me. I felt good after that. So if you're still here listening to me babble at the end of this, thank you. I just needed to get this out, I guess. Life has changed so much. For the better. It's definitely changed for the better. It's harder. And, I can't even say that without also acknowledging that my wife, when I'm on the road throughout the week, she's at home taking care of both our kids on her own throughout the week. And that, I told her this weekend, I have so much respect for her because she does it and she loves our kids so much. And, there's no one else I would want as a mother for our kids. But I know it's not easy. She's a stay-at-home mom. We're fortunate enough to be able to have her stay home. And I think everybody should. I think we should strive to be a nation where if you don't want to go to work as the mother, you shouldn't have to. How did we get here to this point where both parents are forced into the workforce just to be able to survive a lot of the time? Like I said, we're very fortunate that we don't need that. We can get by and have her at home raising our kids and not some stranger raising our kids for us. Not that I'm saying anything against daycare. There's some really good daycares out there. I just really think that we should have the option of it. Or maybe the husband wants to stay home, be a stay-at-home dad. Nothing wrong with that either. But we come from a traditional family, so I'll just stick to my viewpoints of traditional thought processes. It used to be that you could go to work and one person go to work and support a whole family, Life has changed. And what bothers me the most is the shame that women throw at other women for being a stay-at-home mom. Now, I don't think Britt has to deal with a lot of that. We live in a very traditional and conservative town and area, so a lot of women who are able to stay at home with the kids to raise the kids themselves, to pass your values down to the children yourself without It's important to us. And that's just the way we choose to live. But it's amazing how some women will shame other women for that, for being a stay-at-home mom. Like, it's not an easy job. Britt works a lot harder than I do. I'll say that. I work physically harder than she does, like throwing tarps, throwing chains and stuff. Like, some days I work harder, some days she works physically harder than me. I sacrifice my time away from family, which is a huge sacrifice to me. You know, she sacrifices in other areas. But it's a full-time job and then some. There's no breaks. There's no lunch break. There's no coffee break. There's no days off. Except, like, when I come home, I try to give her as much of a day off as possible. But very often it turns into me just sort of helping out. And because when I come home, she has a way that things are done. She has the house in order, right? She keeps the house spotlessly clean. She loves everything clean and organized. And I feel like I come in on the weekends and I don't feel like a guest or a foreigner in my own home. I'm not saying that. But I come home and I realize, like, she has everything in its place. She has the kids' schedules down pat. She has their food, what they're eating down pat. She has this and that all in order. And I'm coming in, and in my mind, my job is just don't mess up the order. Okay? Just follow her lead. When I go home, that is her domain, right? This is my kingdom in here. This is my space, and I have my shop as well. That's my man cave. That's mine. I control everything that goes in and out of there. I control everything in there. But I go into the house, and that is her space. That's where she is the queen. She is my queen when I go in there. And I try not to upset the order when I'm at home. So I follow her lead. Because she's really good at all of that. And it's a lot. I don't know how she does it. I'm glad that she does, though. Glad that she does. Our kids got a good mom. They got a good home. So that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted in life. I wanted a family, a good family. I wanted some kids. And I wanted a happy home. And we're not perfect. I don't want to come on here and say, oh, yeah, we're a happy home all the time. Rainbows and sunshine and blah, blah. No. It's tough. And we get at each other's necks sometimes. It's stressful. Think about it. I'm gone for days at a time. She's at home with 2 young ones, alone. That in itself is tough, just being separated as a couple, right? And then add all the other stresses of life. I'm dealing with this business and another business. I'm running multiple businesses, trying to keep everything afloat, trying to keep our finances at a point where she can have the ability to stay home and not worry about anything, and that we can live a comfortable life where we're not just scraping by. We don't have to be super wealthy. Like, we're not like upper class by any means, but I'm trying to keep us in like a middle class. It'd be kind of cool to get to upper middle class, but I'm thinking we're kind of like, I would define us as like maybe middle class. But it depends on your definition. I'm trying to keep us there where, where our bills are paid. We have a little bit of extra money left over to go on vacations and stuff. And that we're not worrying about buying food, which is a big thing to do in Canada in 2025 because everything is so expensive. But we're doing it. We're doing it. We're making it happen. Working my tail off, and I will break my back. Hopefully not literally, because then I can't work anymore. But I will work myself till the end of my days. I'll work till the day I die if I have to make sure that my family has everything, right? That is my job. And I know she feels the same way about raising our kids at home. I think that's a good family dynamic to have. You need to have clearly defined roles in a marriage. I'm not going to tell you what yours should be, but when you get married, your husband and wife, you need to come together and decide what your roles are going to be together. Like, this is what you're going to take care of. This is what I'm going to take care of. But we're not going to lose track or lose sight of the fact that we're still one. We're still together. I'm taking care of all this. You're taking care of all of this. And together we're a family. Together we make this all work so that I can't live without her. She can't live without me. That's the whole point of it, right? I don't know where this is going. I wanted to just turn the camera on and talk for a little bit with you guys. I've already been talking for 25 minutes. Oh my goodness. Have you guys been watching this the whole way? You're still here? I salute you. I need to stop now, though. I actually do need to go back. But you can tell I still have a big mess back here to deal with. I just threw everything in here, and yeah. Take care, everybody. Thanks for listening. Just me sort of venting about things in life and just getting things off my chest. And hopefully you can relate a little bit, and leave me a comment down below. Can you relate to anything I said? Does it make you feel better that you're not alone? It always makes me feel better when I hear other people talk about their struggles and how they're dealing with it, so that I don't feel alone in my struggles, that I can be like, oh, they're struggling too. You know, they're not perfect. You know, they have problems too, but they're working through it. So I can get through my problems too. So maybe I helped somebody today. I don't know. Thanks for watching, everybody, though. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm serious. I'm going to sleep hard.